In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, and may peace and blessings be upon our Master Muhammad, the seal of the prophets and messengers, and upon his family and all his companions. Regarding the query concerning the ruling on a man's right to marry the wife of his brother, we must delineate two distinct and separate circumstances, for the ruling differs profoundly between them. First, if the brother's wife is still under the bond of marriage to her husband. In this case, it is unequivocally and absolutely forbidden, haram katan, for her to marry his brother or any other man. It is a matter of scholarly consensus, ijma, that a woman cannot be married to two men simultaneously. The sanctity of the marriage contract prohibits her from entering into another until the first is legally dissolved. Allah the Exalted says in his noble book, listing the women forbidden in marriage, and also forbidden are married women. Surah An-Nisa, 4:24. She remains the wife of the first brother, and any thought of marriage to another during this time is a grave sin and a transgression against the sacred laws of Allah. Second, if the marriage between the woman and her first husband has been terminated, either by his death or by a valid divorce. In this circumstance, the ruling changes. A husband's brother is not a mahram, a permanently unmarriageable relative to his brother's wife. Indeed, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, warned of the potential for temptation with such relatives, referring to the brother-in-law al-hamf as death, signifying the gravity of observing proper boundaries. Once the marriage tie is severed and the woman completes her prescribed waiting period, iddah, which is 4 months and 10 days in the case of her husband's death, or 3 menstrual cycles, or 3 months, or until delivery if pregnant, in the case of divorce, she becomes permissible for marriage to her former brother-in-law. After the iddah is complete, the prohibition is lifted, and he may propose to her and marry her with a new contract, provided all other conditions of a valid Islamic marriage are fulfilled, including her consent. Therefore, the prohibition is tied to the existence of the first marriage contract. Once that contract is dissolved and the waiting period is observed, the impediment is removed. And Allah knows best.